All right, folks, hide the booze. Shield your portfolios, guard your China dollars, because Nancy Pelosi is on her farewell tour. And, well, she's serving up some crazy interviews on her way out the door. So buckle up for some straight up doozies. Again, I'm not sure. Sounds like she's hitting the bottle once in a while, if we know anything about Nancy. One of the top questions, of course, is why now? Why retire now? Finally enough, millions made in insider trading, something around $300 million for her and her husband as a congresswoman. Well, not really. Apparently, this is why now.
Why go now?
Why did I retire?
Yeah.
Well, I've been eager to sort of go into another phase of life for a while. I thought Hillary Clinton was going to win in 2016, and the Affordable Care Act would be intact, and our country would be in great hands. She was so qualified, and then that didn't happen, so we had to stay to make the fight, and now we're making the fight again.
We had to stay. We had to, you know why now? She can't handle Trump. That's what it is. Nancy just can't seem to wrap her brain around the fact that America didn't want Hillary Clinton to be president back in 2016, not because she's a woman, but because she was a lying, corrupt, deep state swamp politician who ruined thousands of lives.
Set out to be Speaker.
Really? You thought there would be a woman president before Speaker of the House? Why?
Because I thought the American people were much more ready for a woman president. Just the thought of it, it's so exciting. And the message it sends to the world, faster than there would be a woman Speaker of the House. This place, it's, shall we say...
Oh, we're going to miss her. We're going to miss playing her sound bites and that little face she does. She does that thing. Of course, wouldn't be an interesting interview without a real unhealthy dose of slander, would it now? Nancy makes sure to peddle the party line about how President Trump is not about the flag or the Constitution or something, whatever it is, which is rich coming from a woman who staged an insurrection and then a coup to remove a president from running again.
And this is so sad because, again, with liberty and justice for all, pledge to the flag, and that's what our country is about. When you look at the experience that we're going through and you see that due process, forget about it, right? Independent judiciary, that's not what they believe in. And the Justice Department to be an arm, a political arm of the White House is really not what our founders had in mind in that oath of office that we take to pledge to protect the Constitution of the United States.
Fani Willis, Alvin Bragg, Letitia James, goes on and on, folks. You want to talk about litigious and removing the constitutional rights of a citizen? You guys did it, not Trump. Jasmine Crockett, she's just the Democrats' party's secret weapon. Isn't she always firing lines on all cylinders, serving up some race baiting, bold-faced lies, and above all else, she always does it with class, doesn't she? Here's your daily serving of Crockett, Jazzy Jasmine Crockett, talking about propaganda on the network of propaganda.
As someone who traveled this country as it relates to the election, I think that one of the things we've not done a really good job is communicating our wins. Right? So a lot of times Democrats, their goal, their job is to get in there, put their heads down and make sure that they do the work. They haven't really been going around and doing the propaganda side of things, right?
Okay, sure, Jazz. Also, Jasmine still just doesn't seem to understand why Americans so overwhelmingly chose President Trump.
I don't understand why they like him so much, because he clearly don't like them. Because when 42 million people, and I know some of them had to be MAGA, when they needed to line up to get their EBT, and it wasn't nothing there, he didn't care. So, I think that people need to get back to prioritizing themselves and their families and their future instead of being dragged to hell by this dude who obviously has them in a cult.
It's your president there, this dude. That's your president, Congresswoman Jazzy Jasmine Crockett. The other Democrat Party's secret weapon is our second favorite little socialist, AOC, but Zohran Mamdani is our new favorite. We think when he lies through his creepy commie smile to get votes, it's just a lot more effective. Well, here's AOC saying things about AI and healthcare to try and sound smart again.
My colleague from Massachusetts mentioned the level of AI lobbying that occurs here in Congress. should this bubble pop, we should not be entertaining a bailout. We should not entertain a bailout of these corporations as healthcare is being denied to everyday Americans, as SNAP and food assistance is being denied to everyday Americans, precipitating some of the very mental crises that people are turning to AI chatbots to try to resolve.
Your EBT card is not working because of Democrats in Congress, and now it's causing some mental duress on people, so they are turning to Chat GPT to spaghetti up here, folks. Can I please be a fly on the wall when our borders are Tom Homan? Here's what New York City Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani has to say about Tom Homan coming into the Big Apple to remove illegals. Watch this.
And what you did see play out a couple weeks ago, what is your response to Tom Homan, who yesterday said, we'll be back?
Yeah, I will tell Tom Homan what I will tell anyone who asks, which is the fact that I am looking forward to representing the entirety of this city. And this city is also an immigrant city. It's a city that's proud of its immigrants' heritage. It's proud of the fact that so many from across the world find their home in this city. And we will protect those New Yorkers as we protect every New Yorker.
One more. Not that we need any more evidence that the left is filled with pure evil and hate, but Charlie Kirk's assassination seemed to bring out the worst in them. But in case you weren't fully sure of that, here's leftist Sam Harris blaming MAGA for Kirk's murder.
A political assassination is genuinely dangerous because we are so combustible as a society. And the fact that we're this combustible, a lot of the onus goes to, it goes to both sides, but I would put most of the onus, as will not surprise you, on the president and his cult.
Kirk gets assassinated. Trump assassination attempts times 2. Supreme Court justice assassination attempt. I mean, where are these they just try and gaslight us, folks. They just lie through their teeth.